All right, welcome everyone with Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
BoJack Horseman, Season 4, Episode 7.
Right.
Got an internal monologue.
BoJack has revealed basically what keeps him up at night himself.
Yep. Some
causes him to
prime
drink.
self-talk.
Oh, the primo self-talk.
Yep.
Nothing beats a good look at what someone else is thinking when they're by themselves with their thoughts and just talking to themselves. Yeah. That was one for the record books and one that is going to inform a lot of who BoJack is going forward here.
And he was still...
Oh, just because Hollyhock is in his life.
Yep.
His mom is living with him.
Right.
And he is going to have to juggle
all of those things
just everywhere.
And he is seeing the direct effect that his negative self-talk has on other people, right? Because they're so close to him. It's not something like with his friends where it's like, okay, maybe that doesn't affect them. No, this is your daughter. She gets the negative self-talk because she's like, oh, fuck, does my dad hate me because you listen to yours? So you got to do something about that.
Got to do something about that. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Well, I should go. Looks like the work wife / ex-wife is talking to my other ex-wife.
Ah!
Ex-wife's here? If it isn't my two favorite ladies in the same room.
Wait.
This is great.
Hey,
BoJack, I'm busy.
you haven't seen me for a year and a half.
Yeah, because you just... No, I am not doing this now. Why don't you get yourself a drink?
I will get a drink. I will get $20,000 worth of drinks.
Which is just one.
Yeah.
My wife said don't
Wow.
fuck, but we did it anyway, and it all worked out. Love you, sweetie. Finally, sorry about that, folks. Thought I sensed an earthquake, but it must have been a false. Oh, hey now. Nope, I was definitely wrong. Listen to me. I'm the dog who cried earthquake.
Oh, shit!
Oh my god!
I regret everything!
Whoa.
Ah!
Oh my god!
Oh, shit! They're dead!
No. We had the whole bit with like the pit at the store. They're gonna be fine. This is a bottle episode. Now they're all trapped
Wait,
there.
you're right. It is a bottle episode, but also we were making the joke about BoJack's house sinking and falling.
This is the more
This
foreshadowing.
is the foreshadowing of it, exactly. Whoa.
Literally sinking into the tar pits as soon as BoJack shows up.
Yep. Wow.
You okay, sweetie?
I think so. That was really scary.
Yeah. At least we know no one is specifically at fault. Well, except for San Andreas.
This was because you fracked under our house.
Yep,
I told you
yep.
fracking was dangerous, and
Yep.
you didn't listen.
Yep.
Now our house is ruined, and we're trapped underground, and we're all going to die!
Is this one of our sexy fights?
No.
Although if you wanted it to
You
be...
gotta
Oh.
be kidding me.
You can be mad at me or you can get drunk with me, but you can't do both.
Watch me. Oh,
Bet.
the shit?
Oh.
Wait.
Hello?
Oh, she was in the pool
What
house.
are you doing in
Yeah.
there?
I live here.
Didn't you know there was a huge party going on?
Well, I was going to go to the party after my bath, but then I realized the bath was the party.
What in the world?
Vox Clementis
Ah.
Deserto. It is I.
Wow.
Chuck Berkowitz.
You've got my vote.
God, a leader.
Yeah.
What's going on down here? Anyone's looking for us? We're cool.
Rescue workers are coming, but it could be a while. State emergency funds have been depleted due to budget overruns on a costly bridge to Hawaii that's being constructed.
Oh.
Since a woodchuck is a digging animal, I came to get you out early.
Why did I think it was like a beaver?
What's it like out there, Woodchuck? Is the whole neighborhood totaled? Is the city in chaos?
No, it's really just your house because of all the fracking that's been happening underneath your house.
Oh, interesting.
3 cheers for Woodchuck!
Oh, please don't cheer too loudly. The tunnel is very delicate.
Oh my god.
Best to just-
Let's cheer one more.
Ah! Are you kidding me?
Hip hip.
Now, ladies, just calm down. We can talk about this.
What are we gonna do, Princess Carolyn?
Princess? It's a princess.
Yeah.
Say you're a princess.
Uh-huh.
My name.
You could be of service.
Okay.
Manager Carolyn.
So they're gonna take
The
her
secret
to
society
Oh
underneath.
my god.
Parcel out food and water and see how much we've got. I'll assign team leaders.
Oh no, I'm sensing a shift in power. Oh.
All right.
Wow. Actually did a really good job.
Yeah.
I can't believe
The
this is
bottle
my
with the
life.
cannonball.
Yeah.
Too much sad booze for you. Where's the happy booze?
I'm trapped underground, and it's all my husband's
and bourbon.
fault. And I'm gonna die in this mansion in a mass grave with his ex-wife.
Look, Mr. Peanut Butter loves you. You got a cool job. You got friends.
Jesus, you're right. Even when I was above ground, I wasn't satisfied. Oh my God, I'm the problem.
Whoa.
Ugly crying. Here we go.
Yeah.
No.
Am I busted?
Oh, I can't believe I'm crying. This is so dumb.
It's okay. Don't feel bad about feeling bad.
You disappeared for a year and a half.
So you do want to talk about it. It took 4 solid days of drinking.
If you were back in LA, why didn't you call me?
I wasn't ready. I wanted to be better when you saw me again. And I thought I could be, somehow. But I'm not.
BoJack, I can't wait for you to be better. I need you in my life.
Really?
You're the biggest asshole I know, and you're the only thing that makes sense to me.
If you came down here to save us, then why are we still here?
You had one job and you couldn't even do it.
Oh my god.
I implore you not to fall into a mob mentality.
He called us a mob. Let's kill him.
Whoa, BoJack.
There's nonsense happening
Did
upstairs.
you know I can jungle?
Cool.
Jungle?
You okay?
Sarah Lynn dying and Herb. And
Corduroy.
coulda what now?
Corduroy. Jackson died of autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Too. And now I got this
Alright.
this daughter type.
You got daughter. Ruh-roh.
Yeah, now I got daughter.
Did she try sending mutual consent form to the adoption agency?
Oh my god,
What words?
Diane.
Well, if it's closed adoption, you send a mutual consent form. Basically says, I want to be open now. If mom says same thing, boom, ba boom.
How do you know about that?
I had an adopted brother. And also for a while, I hoped I was adopted.
Oh. Okay, yes,
All right.
yes. What is going on here?
My name is Princess Carolyn. I represent the soldiers of Subcolony K-147 who feel they're doing all the work while reaping none of the spoils.
What are your demands?
They want to have sex with your drones.
I?
Oh my god.
Assemble the small council.
If we're gonna be down here a while, can I get a new towel?
Wow. This is incredible.
I declare Mr. Peanut Butter President for Life of Underground.
Of underground, yes.
Thank you.
What do we do with BoJack?
He must be made an example of.
Get him!
Come on. All right, guys. All right, calm down. We don't need to get him. Let's just tie him up someplace where he can't hurt us anymore with his dangerous ideas.
Do not tie me up.
This is it. Nobody's coming for us. We need to kill someone for food.
Oh!
Mr. Peanut Butter. He has the word peanut butter in his name. Hooray!
Guys. Maybe we don't need to eat anybody.
What's this now?
Let's listen to the guy who's saying, don't kill me. He's got some interesting ideas.
I know times are tough, but I'm sure if we band together and really concentrate on the problem
He's
at
dying.
hand, we can as a group of friends.
Oh my God.
I will no longer be shackled by the civilized society of the above ground.
Look how scared she is.
Yeah.
And the only law here is flame. The fire wants not for justice. The fire wants not for reason. The fire desires only to be fed. Feed the fire.
Fire is my new god!
Tonight, we dine on Zach Braff. Tomorrow, canine cuisine.
No.
You, take him to his spot and make him stay.
Please, listen to reason. No,
Lock him in here.
please. Diane, my sweet wife.
What's going on?
Marvin Gaye.
The people of Underground have a new god, the fire, and for my crimes I will be fed to its ravenous flames.
Easy on the merchandise.
Well, it's
Okay.
been a tough week. Lots of
Meanwhile-
back and forth.
Yeah, a brokered deal, yes.
Yeah.
The queen will share her male sex servants with the soldiers for one night of magnificent sensuous splendor, a gorgeous bacchanal of hedonistic delights with a second orgy pickup option pursuant on success of the first.
Yes.
Now, can we please return to the surface world? All my favorite clouds are up there.
Oh, I like this one. He's got moxie and
Oh.
authority.
Oh.
Ha, Beverly Hills. Ugh, of course.
Surface dwellers are always moving in on our territory. First they move
Well,
here,
maybe we should
then
deport
taxes
them.
go up. The next thing you know, there's a Whole Foods.
How am I supposed to concentrate on a great orgy when I've got gentrification on my mind?
Mr. Peanut Butter, did you or did you not tell us we could eat whatever we wanted?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Wait, isn't there water under the ground? Like a well?
Yeah, and we're underground.
Dig. We'll get water.
Do not dig. The ground is very volatile.
Quiet, Sky Rodent.
Mr. Peanut Butter, your time.
I love the outfit though, like the face paint and everything. Nice. I'm getting barbarian ideas.
The fire bends to no man's will. Nothing can defeat the fire. Only water. What?
Oh, wow. It's really water.
Water is stronger than fire.
Now you've got a timetable or you're gonna drown.
Water is my
Yes.
god now.
It's not stopping.
Which is great.
You hit a pipe, you drunken imbecile.
Oh no. I guess this is it.
It's another earthquake.
No, this is good. You're getting rescued. Oh my god! You are kidding me.
Some say the ants are standing there to this day. Maybe I shouldn't be governor.
Hi.
You're the best thing that ever happened to me. I don't tell you that enough.
It's okay.
If this governor thing is really important to you,
It's not. You saw me in there. I'm a terrible leader. I don't want to be governor. I just wanted people to like me.
well,
I like you.
Come on, Diane. Let's go home.
Ethiopian?
Oh, haven't done Ethiopian in a while.
I should go home. I haven't seen my boyfriend in 10 days. He's probably worried about me.
I'm down for Ethiopian. I love that sponge bread.
Yeah, what do they call it? Injera?
yeah, Injera.
Injera, right.
That's right.
Yeah, that's good bread.
I wonder if that was them just having more time in the booth and they're just like, just roll with it. Just talk. Just talk to each other.
These characters just got out after 10 days trapped underground and going absolutely mad. What would happen?
They're gonna do the Avengers thing.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Shawarma, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this show started in like 2016, I think?
I don't know.
2015?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
But
But
BoJack's in now. You know, you see what they did there?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone went from ignoring him to, yeah, let's hang out with BoJack.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. That's true.
That was
All
a
right.
lovely
It
episode.
was a very lovely episode. Instead of going for the classic bottle episode to force the married couple into some kind of romantic melodrama.
The melodrama's already there, and the bottle episode, which, bottle episode, then the other people have a actual literal bottle episode.
Yeah. I love that those two were completely segmented for the majority of the story, just to drive home the joke, basically.
Yep, exactly. And then,
all the rations, drinking-wise, are being handled up there.
Well,
there's plenty of water. It's just really very strong water,
and it's gonna make you thirsty. Yeah, that was pretty great. And I love that this is also the way that we take the joke of like, oh, Mr. Peanut Butter becoming governor. No, that's a terrible idea.
It's a terrible idea. Here's what would happen.
And he, deep down, he doesn't actually want to be governor. He just wants people to like him. And so this is how he finds out. And that way you can have that classic resolution of, you know, the spouse finally being like, okay, you know, I don't like this thing, but I'm going to support you. And all right, you know, if it's what'll make you happy. And then it's like, no, I actually realize that's not what'll make me happy. Oh God, I don't want
Please
that.
don't.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I do not want that.
and the fact that it's his two ex-wives that are both pushing from the different angles of the, okay, now this is what needs to happen. Now this is what needs to happen. Yes, we're going to prop you up even though you're bad at this. And then the
second there's any kind of like weakness there, they're like, oh, we abandoned
fire. That was
the fire god. Yes, it wants to be fed. Yes.
I gotta say, you do have a talent to at least make yourself look really cool as like barbarian,
Barbarian Jessica Biel,
barbarian Jessica Biel,
Biel-barian,
God worshiper, all that stuff. Nice, that was cool.
I do love that. While there were other characters there that we recognized, like the Penguin House guy, basically it all just boiled down to them just cycling through every character's shtick joke.
Yep.
And then it was the ex-wives basically just
tearing everything apart. Like that.
And then Peanut Butter absolutely just being like, yes, I will do the thing that people want me to do. Yes,
the whole points thing with the actual governor.
Chuck, yep.
Yeah, like that was delightful and like depressing, yes, okay, here's all right.
Logic, reason, everything goes out the window.
Where the fuck does that have a place? This is politics. Yeah.
God.
But boy,
But it also just felt good to have his voice.
Yes.
Being like, what is this madness?
Every time we get an episode with him, especially since Underdogger has passed, it's like, okay, I don't know. It feels good.
It feels good.
But yeah, I love that this was a way that we could get that focus on Diane and Mr. Peanut Butter, even though BoJack was also here, right? Like that, like it felt. Maybe this is like a weird like tangent, but it felt very similar to the way that The Office brought back Andy as a recurring character, where he had his whole anger freak out, and then in the next episode it's just, oh yeah, he's back from anger management stuff, and then he's like,
he wasn't back the next episode,
or well, when he comes back, it's just the, oh yeah, and then he's in the background for the episode, and then at the end of the episode it's like, okay, he's just sort of there, but like we actually got some really good stuff with Diane and Peanut Butter, and this was something that's been building up for a while, so like having it finally like culminate in something like this, like that makes a lot of sense. And BoJack was actually able to help Diane out, like, because sometimes if you find yourself trapped underground and you're having marital problems and all of this stuff, and you think you might die, and you have dissatisfaction with life and everything, and you're essentially just waiting for people to rescue you, maybe just getting blackout drunk in a room is not that bad,
No. In a lot of ways, Diane's issue, because she brings up the whole thing of, I'm the pit, I suck in good things basically, and mess them up in this way. Diane's very much kind of realizing at the end of the episode that while Mr. Peanut Butter is a great thing that happened to her, she's a great thing that happened to Mr. Peanut Butter, because most of the things that he's done in general have been tempered with this other side of him that is still like, drawing from her. If we remember where Mr. Peanut Butter was at the beginning of the show,
oh sure,
he was obsessively desiring people's
adoration,
approval and adoration.
Yeah,
he doesn't really do that as much anymore. If you look at the way in which things are, he might have substituted some of that.
Sure,
but I don't think that's something that happened just by accident. I think that happened because of you. So while she has her kind of drunken realization of some feelings that she has about her environment and situations.
I regret everything.
Yeah. I think that's just the classic, fear of death stuff here.
Sure.
And while she might wish she had done things differently, the idea that BoJack brings up of, happiness isn't necessarily something that you're going to have consistently.
Right.
You can pretend you're going to be happy, and it might actually just end up happening. That's not the best advice necessarily.
No,
but
it's a start.
Well, it's a start, but also a lot of people, I would say, don't know how to be happy and yet go about their days just fine. The reason why is because I think that happiness is different than what I would call contentment. And most people, I would say, are not content, but I would say even more people are not necessarily happy. And I think that finding contentment is actually like one of the better places to be to seek than it is happiness, because happiness will not last. Like happiness will come and go, but contentment is an acceptance of reality, and happiness is like a celebration of like specific like aspects of reality.
And that's where I feel like there's that difference with like definitions for when people like, you know, use things and things like that. So like when Diane says like, I don't know how to be happy, I think that's what she's actually getting at. She's not talking about like, you know, I don't know how to make environmental things happen that will cause me to think for a little bit that things are okay.
I get what you're saying. It's a way in which she resonates with BoJack.
Yeah,
in a lot of ways.
it's the common term to get at the common struggle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hence talking about it with BoJack, because all the things that she's saying about herself have been very clearly established about BoJack to a much higher degree, right? The person that brings everybody down, you know, the absolute mess and all of that stuff that can't be happy and all of that, right? And so in a lot of ways, he's the both the worst person to talk with about this, because how can he have any advice for you, but also the worst person or the best person to talk to, because then you can actually get like a point of comparison of like, you know, BoJack being kind of the heel, right? It's the, oh no, actually, Diane, you're doing all right. Yeah. And then BoJack knows all the things to say to her, because even though he hasn't been able to do those things himself, he knows what he wishes he would tell himself, but he just hasn't been able to. Yeah. And so coming after the previous episode that had this negative self-talk, I think this is very, it's very apropos, right?
It is very apropos.
And so then when he's finally talking to someone else, then he is actually able to say all that stuff, because he does mean it. He does think that that's the way to go. He does want that for himself. It's just, well, you know, double standards are a bitch, right?
Yeah.
So, you know.
Especially given his negative self-talk in the previous episode.
Right, exactly.
Which is, yeah.
And so now, at the end of this, oh, hey, you know, yes, going to a different part of the house, maybe sometimes when people come down to help you, you end up breaking their hands and tying them to the you know, ceiling fan. But, you know, sometimes someone will come along clutch and make a little miracle happen, even if it's as crazy as there's an underground ant colony of, you know, of people, and then we're going to negotiate an orgy with a potential second orgy in order to you know, pacify the working class, so that way then they will, in an effort to keep their domain you know, separate from their own, return you from whence you came.
Because, you know, we can't do that with you overlanders here making all your noise and
it feels
Whole Foods.
Very it feels very like yes, we get Game of Thrones, we get to the other side of the wall with the wildlings, and they're like, no, get back over there. The wall's for us, not you. You know, like trying to bring your king shit over here.
We don't want that.
No. This is a democracy over here. Get back here.
I saw a post somewhere, and it had to have been made by like some kind of nonsensical, insightful thing, but it was all like, the Grand Canyon is so beautiful. Why haven't we done this yet? And it just showed like development of like a small city in the Grand Canyon with like a Walmart and, you know, like all the stuff there. And I just saw someone be like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like,
watch, that was actually some corporations like Test Post to be like.
Yeah. But oh my God, I love bottle episodes. I love that we had effectively 2 different bottle episodes.
Yes.
And then we got our little jaunt with Princess Carolyn and
yeah.
Todd.
And because they're just fine, their lives are handy dandy right now. Like, Carolyn has her insecurities and things, but like, especially with regards to the 2 of them
in the bottle.
Yeah, their bottle episode is just they're hanging out and saving everybody else.
Yep.
And that's just how it works. Todd needs to get
classic.
a towel, you know, like a new towel, like or some pants or something, right? Like that's the extent of their troubles, and I love that.
But that's my point about contentment also as well, is that Todd wasn't needing to be at the party. He didn't have I'll fork over $20,000 just to, you know, go into this place here. He's not so upset with things that he's not able to find satisfaction and joy in bubbles. And that's I think the point of Todd, is that he is the closest to that Zen state that our tunnel plastic tube buddy from many episodes ago achieved.
Right.
And that's maybe Diane's thing a little bit as well.
Sure.
Is that while she complains a lot, the desire is such that she wants to make things better.
Right.
And by wanting to make things better, you can end up missing out on contentment and basically only focus on the things that aren't working instead of basically accepting and being, well, happy, to use the colloquial term, for the things that are working.
Right.
And that's kind of where you have this fun little, stormy, little moment from Mr. Peanut Butter where they've found this weird equilibrium with when they fight, they then have, angry sex.
I was going to mention
and
that.
I think that's the thing, is that Diane was content with that. She didn't necessarily like it as a like general ideal.
It didn't solve the problems of no, I'm still mad at you that you fracked under our house.
Right. But that's kind of in a way what life is. And I think that that's why I want to make the distinction between contentment and happiness. Is I think that people will miss happiness because they'll say, in order for me to be happy, I need this specific environmental thing to be the way I imagine it.
Which you don't actually have control over.
Well, no. Even if you do and you get it, you'll realize eventually that doesn't do it, and you have to find a new thing. But if you seek contentment, you'll basically generally just look to improve everything, because it's just that your environment is something you've made acceptance with, and you slowly elevate things to regulate it.
In a lot of ways, I feel like environment is like one of those like fucky things where if it's a bad environment, that can definitely take away your happiness and contentment, because environment is a hell of a thing.
Right.
But it doesn't go the other way.
It doesn't.
A good environment cannot guaranteed give you that.
Right.
It can help with that. It can
it
make
will
it
help
easy.
with that. No,
yeah,
it will.
Better. Yeah, it will help with that, but it still has to be something that's an internal thing for you, right? And so that's where it gets tough, because because
that's why these two, Mr. Peanut Butter and Diane, can actually have a happy marriage here, despite not being perfect for each other, and despite not being basically in perfect alignment with each other.
Right,
all
and
the time.
the environment, in fact, being all kinds of chaotic and causing all sorts of problems. And this is one of the other things that I think is really fun as a consequence of this episode. Their house is gone. That means also Todd's place is gone. Oh, hey, who has a place?
A nice place.
They could end up staying with BoJack. They could stay in Princess Carolyn's old rental.
Yep.
Like there's ways in which
the
the dynamic can change here, and it can spark all kinds of fun things. Because now that and if it does end up being BoJack, even though it could be a mix of BoJack and Princess Carolyn's place, BoJack has been thinking about how I'm not satisfied with how things are. I want to be better for my daughter. All of these things, but it's just the beginning of a long process. Oh, hey, if your friends are then also like could use your help, that could be a way in which, in a very mechanical sense that doesn't depend on BoJack's emotional state, BoJack can help them, and then that can set out the patterns and maybe adjust some of the self-talk of the, hey, hang on a sec, you're actually helping your friends out. This isn't just Diane's gonna get drunk at your place and it's gonna be like a mutual dysfunction or whatever. Like, you're actually maybe keeping them out of the cold or helping them get their finances back in order because they were still paying off the house or whatever. So,
but
yeah,
good setup for next series of episodes. So y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length Tamara reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about animated shows in general. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.